referee this afternoon, Mr. Brian McGinley from Balfron, ideally suited for a big occasion like this. So Rangers start the match. Tremendous atmosphere inside the stadium once again. Almost filled to capacity, just one small area among the Aberdeen fans not fully occupied. There's Maurice Johnston with the header, and the Aberdeen formation becoming clearer now. They have McLeish and Irvine in marking role with McKimmie sweeper, and that leaves Robert Connor on the wide left, with Michael Watt being pressurised by Johnston, and the referee does not react to appeals for offside against Johnston. Here's Walters going down without any challenge being made. Clearly a slip by Mark Walters. Some of the Rangers fans feeling hopefully for a penalty. Stephen to Walters again. Well, Rangers are very anxious to pressurise the young goalkeeper. Here's Maurice Johnston. They're in by Stevens. It goes all the way through to be collected by Grant. Irvin's header. Monroe doing well. Here's Terry Butcher. John Brown starting the match at left back with Stuart Monroe in midfield. This is Johnston, took his eye off the ball. Butcher's header. Stephen stepping away from Connor, who got him late, so it's a free kick to Rangers. Stevens trying to find Trevor Stephen, but Aberdeen coping well in defence. Here's Bett striding away from Spackman, linking with Mason. Pass reaches Nicholas. Now Bett. That's beyond Walters for Connor. A fine pass from Bett. Hillhouse, Van der Ark and Nicholas Waite in the middle. Up goes Van der Ark. He's guilty of pushing. Going in behind Terry Butcher. Great pass that from Jim Bett, beating Walters, releasing Connor. Van der Ark going towards the far post. Butcher was there, and the foul committed by the Dutchman. Good header from Connor. There's Van der Ark. Grant under pressure from Spackman. This is Walters. Now Monroe. Spackman again. Taken from the back by Bett after the pass had been released. Bett will be in trouble with the referee. It'll be the first booking of the match. Good play this from Rangers. Spackman releasing the pass, then taking that clumsy challenge from the back from Bett. Well, that will certainly curtail Bett's activities now. 10 minutes gone. Yellow card shown. Another there by McLeish, allowing Walters to win possession. He's away from McLeish. Pulling it back, it's well won by McKimmie, and that's a foul on Connor. Gary Stevens in the thick of the action there, inside the box, committing that foul. Yellow there by McLeish. Now just look at the way Walters takes on McLeish. Makes for the byline. A great challenge there by McKimmie. Tackle made by Irvine, very decisive indeed. McKimmie going up with Johnston. There's Monroe looking for McCoy, who's onside. Trying to get the ball across the face of the goal. Irvine turns it behind for the corner. So McCoy took up good position there to win possession, then tried to drag the ball wide for the cross, which Irvine blocked to his considerable discomfort. Stephen with the corner. Michael Watt goes up. He's under a lot of pressure there. Unfair pressure, says the referee. Bit of bumping and pushing inside the 6-yard box. The keeper will be relieved about that. He didn't manage to get a clean catch. Full stretch there. Appeared to be pushed by Richard Goff. Kimmy to Connor. There's Bet. Turning to make space for himself, needing some abuse from the Rangers fans. Certainly won't trouble him. Here's Charlie Nicholas. Good possession play by Nicholas, but Monroe was there ahead of Grant. Irvin's header. Bet helps it on, but straight to the feet of Gary Stevens. Stevens using his pace to try to get away from Hillhouse. There's McCoist. McCoist a second time. And kneed away by Mason, but the offside flag was up. Well, another fine build-up from Rangers. Stevens eluding Hillhouse, a dummy from Stephen. It was Stephen who was offside then, as McCoist was shooting for goal. Mason got a touch, so did Nicholas. Butcher lofting it forward. And no foul given. McCoist going down in the clash with McKimmie. Referee saw that as completely accidental. A long high ball. It looked as though McCoist may have leaned into McKimmie the first time, and then he tripped over the full-back's legs. Johnston getting a call to hold the ball from his teammates when it was in the air. Not an easy one to control. There's Monroe testing the pace of Mason. Mason did well. He was quick enough to halt the progress of Monroe, but here's Johnston, well tackled by Bet. So a corner kick again to Rangers. They've had a series of these in the first half, without putting real pressure on Michael Watt in goal as yet. Here's another opportunity. Trevor Stephen. A near post ball. The keeper is there to beat that out. Spackman nodding it on. It came off Mason. A shot from Walters. There's Brown sending it back in. Up goes Butcher. There's Goff. And a brilliant save from Watt. Undoubtedly the save the young Aberdeen keeper has been waiting for. Pressure mounting on the Aberdeen defence. The ball played in by John Brown. Delightful head flick on from Butcher. There was Goff to the far corner. And what a great save it was. Well, he's still under pressure, the keeper. Goes Johnston, beaten by Irvin. Back with Spackman. There's Trevor Stephen again. An awkward ball, the keeper goes for it again, and he certainly will have enjoyed that little flurry of activity coming through a major test with flying colours. There's Butcher. Beautifully controlled by Johnston. Makes that look easy. Gary Stevens storming forward. That's towards McCoist. Watt is committed. Getting tremendous applause once again from the Aberdeen fans behind him. McCoist providing the menace on that occasion. McLeish. Connor. Van der Ark. Nicholas. Now Grant. Mason making a run on the right. Well, policed by Brown. Here's Monroe. Trying to get that beyond Irvin. Big defender turns it out for the throw. In the closing stages of what has been a fascinating first half. Still no goals. No lack of interest. Here's Trevor Stephen. Away from Grant. Fine ball in. There's Connor with the clearance. Spackman again finding Stephen. Took a knock from Mason. Brown into the box for McCoist. Stephen with the far post cross. Up goes Goff. It's back with Johnston. Under pressure all the way, Maurice Johnston from Connor. And a fine piece of play by Rangers. McCoist back to Stephen. There was the challenge at the far post by Goff, down for Maurice Johnston, and the shot goes rifling over the top. Headed on by Spackman. There's Johnston. Spackman charging forward on the left. Such an effective player in midfield for Rangers. Back with Brown. Irvin's headed clearance. The referee checking now with his linesman room to time added on for stoppages in the first half. Feels for handball as the ball comes off Mason. Here's Jim Bett. Shade casual perhaps. Took a knock there from Spackman, but the half-time whistle goes with Bett on the ground injured following that clash with Nigel Spackman. Well, this really was a heavy tackle. Bett was a shade casual trying to control that. In came Spackman, and Bett having to be helped off the field now. No assistance required though for Michael Watt, and he undoubtedly is the reason why Aberdeen are still in level terms. One magnificent save from a Richard Goff header, keeping Aberdeen in the match, and altogether a fine first half performance from the young keeper. It's Rangers 0, Aberdeen 0. To the second half at Ibrox. Aberdeen getting the ball back quickly to their young goalkeeper Michael Watt, who had such a successful first half. And Aberdeen were right under the collar for long periods in that first half because they faced so many corner kicks from Rangers, so many attacks, although the quality of the defending really was top class. And now they're on the attack, getting the first corner kick of the second half. Referee Brian McGinley's had a fine match. Key period in the match, of course, right at the start of the second half. Every Rangers player back inside the box to defend. Woods is committed again, and there's no serious challenge for the keeper. Graham Souness looking pensive in the director's box. Good pass from Spackman. Here's Johnston. McCoist breaking on the left. Trying to hold off Alec McLeish. Good play by McCoist. And it's turned behind here for a corner kick. Ryan Irvin doing extremely well. Just look at the way McCoist holds off Alec McLeish, and that's not an easy task at all. McLeish goes down. Irvin trying to make up ground. McCoist trying to make certain, and Irvin slides in with a tackle. There's Walters. Delicate one inside for Stevens. The challenge came from McLeish. Yet another corner kick to Rangers. Short corner kick, what between Stephen and Walters. There's Gary Stevens again. Walters with the cross. There's McCoist. Just needs a glimpse of goal, Ali McCoist. Very difficult half chance for the Rangers striker. Patiently built up from the edge of the box. It came back here to Walters. There with the cross into the box. Broke there for McCoist, going in behind McKimmie. Watt had the corner covered. In the middle of the field is Spackman. Butcher forward, but straight to Ryan Irvin. Nicholas Grant. Easily robbed by Butcher. Pass releases Walters on the right. Big inside this time. And yet another excellent stop by the young keeper. Well, an occasion so far that Michael Watt will be happy to remember. Good play by Walters, drilling that in low at the corner. Keeper beat it behind. Spackman and Stevens at the back for Rangers. Johnson's in the clear. Another chance for Rangers. And Mason appears in the box to thump the ball out for yet another corner kick. The pass there from Stevens. He eludes Jim Bett, allowing Johnston to send the ball across. And it's Paul Mason who reaches it first. Aberdeen only sending one player out for these short corners. That's a surprise. Van der Aert giving it away. It's cleared off the line by McLeish. Van der Aert attempting a pass back, which is cut off by McCoist. Down goes Nicholas. That's a free kick to Aberdeen to ease the pressure further. Well, that was almost disastrous for Aberdeen. That was Van der Aert trying to find Michael Watt in goal. McCoist cut it off. Stevens played it in, but McLeish was there. Nicholas back into the path of Hillhouse. Good tackle by Goff. Bet to Nicholas. Impeded there by Spackman. Indirect free kick given to Aberdeen. Spackman and Nicholas exchange some pleasantries. McLeish and Irvine make their way into the box for Aberdeen. They haven't had too many chances to do that in the second half. Up goes McLeish with Butcher. There's Irvine. A great effort by Irvine, beautifully saved by Woods. Well, Brian Irvine has still to score this season for Aberdeen, but that's as close as he's come perhaps. Came off the head of Terry Butcher. The hook shot by Irvine through the ruck of players, well saved by Woods. Coist and Johnston together. Breaks through to Hillhouse. Here's Nicholas. Chance for Aberdeen. Good turn by Nicholas. A fine effort. Well taken by Woods. Well, Nicholas certainly hungry for the action. Showing a lot of confidence in possession here. Trying to create room for the shot at goal. Hit left-footed, but well taken by Woods. Neil Simpson warming up on the track for Aberdeen. An Aberdeen player goes down. Looks like Paul Mason as Rangers break on the left. Walter has switched to that side of the field. Johnston screaming for the ball on the near side. It's reached him. Chip, and there's Michael Watt. Confident enough to hold the ball under pressure from McCoist. And if they're allowing treatment now for Paul Mason. Well, just look at the confidence here in the young keeper. Chip ball in there from Johnston. Watt determined to hold that despite the attentions of McCoist. Gary Stevens made a forward run to make an angle for Walters. Now Stevens. Going right across the penalty area onto his weaker foot, the left, using Stuart Monroe now. McCoist with the dummy, and it's McKimmie who's there to clear again for Aberdeen. Gary Stevens. There's Stuart Monroe. Brown has gone forward. That's a good cross. Up goes Johnston. Corner not too decisive with the clearance. Here's Walters. Testing and teasing the Aberdeen defence. 1-0 to Rangers. The keeper had no chance this time as Mark Walters opened the scoring. 14 minutes of the match left for play. A fine cross from John Brown. Came awkwardly away from Conan and from McLeish. But just look at the way Walters turns here. Makes space for himself for the shot away from Conan. And rifles the ball beyond Michael Watt to the far corner. So Walters gets his 8th goal of the season. And hugely welcomed by the Rangers fans. Well, Aberdeen may have been thinking that they'd weather the storm, but that little piece of individual magic from Walters has changed all that. So here's Johnston with Spackman. Now McCoist trying to turn that into the path of Monroe. Hillhouse. Nicholas. Asking too much of Connor. Stevens steps in. Through the middle it goes for McCoist. The keeper has come to meet him. And a magnificent stop once again from Michael Watt. Congratulated by McCoist. Well, his judgment and his timing was brilliant here. McCoist nudging the ball beyond the keeper at full stretch. He palmed it down and then dived on the ball to save the day for Aberdeen. And they're going to take off the goal-scoring hero, Mark Walters. This suggests that Rangers are going to close the door now. Applause for Walters as he departs. Applause also for Chris Vinicombe as he comes on to replace him. Trevor Stevens supporting as he has done so effectively so often in the match. Back with Monroe, then Spackman. Stephen again towards Spackman. The tackle came from Irvin. Corner kick again for Rangers to be taken by Stephen. Up goes Terry Butcher. Back to Vinicombe. Stopped again by Watt. Still the danger not over for the Aberdeen defence. It's back across to Trevor Stephen. That blocked by Mason, the space now for Monroe to exploit. Headed away by Connor. Here's Spackman. Great vision, picking out Monroe on the left. Back now with Trevor Stephen. Well, he was given plenty of time for the shot at goal. Couldn't get it on target. But once again, another magnificent save from the young goalkeeper Michael Watt. Came from that earlier corner kick. Played in by Stephen. Butcher got a touch. Look at this on the volley. And the keeper was there with an excellent reflex save. Charlie Nicholas is off. He's limping a little too, and so does Hans Hillhouse, who has never looked entirely comfortable in the match. So the two strikers go off. The replacements are Neil Simpson and Craig Robertson. Well, welcomed on by the Aberdeen fans. And there's a Brazilian film crew here to study McCoist and Johnston in particular, Richard Goff too, and Alec McLeish in defence for the World Cup coming up. Here's Johnston. It's back with Vinicombe. Helped on by Johnston. The chance for McCoist. That settles it. 2 minutes from the end. McCoist gets his 15th goal of the season and puts some more accurate reflection on the play this afternoon. Johnston back here to Vinicombe. Vinicombe sending over the cross. Johnston helped it on. It came off a defender's head. McCoist on his own, and Watt was helpless. Bet lofts it in. An easy one in the end for Woods. So the 90 minutes now are over. It's been a splendid week for Rangers, beating two of their main rivals within the space of 4 days. And there goes the final whistle. Great reception for Rangers from their fans, and they certainly deserve it. It's been an outstanding performance from Rangers. The final score at Ibrox, Rangers 2, Aberdeen 0.
That's as good as we've played this season. Maybe the only other game we've played as well as that would be our game where we lost to Aberdeen a few weeks ago up in Pittodrie. Because up there we played in a similar fashion but came away with nothing.
You seem to have struck a balance in the middle of the field with Spackman and Stephen, which is a bit special.
At the moment we're happy with that. Spackman, we felt when we bought him would give us a better balance than we had with Ray Wilkins. Ray Wilkins was an excellent player, done very well for this club. But he's a type of player which we felt didn't complement Trevor Stephen, and obviously Trevor Stephen is a long-term one. And we feel that Spackman is right now doing the job that we brought him here for. But in saying that, it'd be wrong to pick out just the midfield today, because it was a real team performance from the front all the way through to our goalkeeper.
The interesting factor for me was the fact that there seemed to be no sense of panic when you had so much of the play without scoring for about 75 minutes.
Well, that sometimes stems from the crowd. Our crowd they show their nerves quicker than most crowds, I feel. And today they were with us. It was a big game. They knew how important it was for us. They stayed with us, and the lads kept playing. And I know it's okay for us, the managers and the coaches and people, to say keep playing and keep your patience and keep trying to work away. and not become frustrated. It's very easy to talk about. When you're out in the park, it's difficult to actually do that. But today, you're right on that. We did keep our patience today and thoroughly got what we deserved, the 2 points. I felt 2-0 flatters them.
And that was despite a performance from a young man in goal, which is a bit special too.
Aye, all credit to a young fella coming here, 40,000. I suppose the biggest crowd, I think I'm right in saying before that might have been 17, 18,000. He came here. It was hostile. He can go away with his head held high today.
Yeah, we've had a very good week, obviously.
We've got 4 points. We've got four points, Jock. There's a long way to go. I think we've got something like 28 points to play for. There's a hell of a lot of football to be played for in the next few weeks. And it's been a good week. We will enjoy it. And the thing we always preach at this club, it's no good looking that way. We only look that way. And that's what it's all about today.
So you wouldn't entertain anyone saying that's the League One?
Don't even you say that. Right. Next question.
Okay, well done today, Graham. Thanks a lot.